When you're stuck at home and basically can't go out either to get something that gets your work done quicker. So today I had an idea, or like feel like killing time just making videos. So this is my 1 week old 3D printer, Ender 3 from Creality 3D, and overall it has been working pretty good and pretty decently built for what it is. Uh, all made by aluminum extrusions, and let me get some lights on it. Yeah, right. Creality Ender 3. This is a kind of review, and the construction is all aluminum extrusions, so they say it works. It costs about like 15,300 rupees on Amazon. You can have it shipped in 2 days via Cloudtail India. Turn it on. I've been printing small parts that can work for my motorcycle or for some projects that I would need. It comes with a heated bed. It's a little dirty because I haven't cleaned it, and I'm all out of filament. I used up 1 kg spool, and this is all I have left. And since we are in midst of a pandemic from coronavirus, you can't get anything done here, right? You have to stay indoors, otherwise get beaten to death by police. Literally get beaten to death by police. So build quality is pretty good for the price you pay, 15,000. Otherwise you feel like making your own 3D printer, then it's a hassle, but you can do it. Rides on these rollers, Delarin rollers, and for the x-axis it's belt driven. It's belt driven in the x-axis. Y-axis too, it is belt driven, and the z-axis is driven by this threaded rod. And I printed a 3D printed part to allow the filament to go in pretty decently. So I haven't done any modifications with it, and for my use it prints PLA with decent quality. And the only issue a lot of people have, and even I had, is the manual bed leveling, that you have to do it via these knobs. You have to get the print head, like, oh shit, I shouldn't have done that. Prepare, move the z-axis a little bit above the 130. There you go. So that's the movement of the z-axis, and you have to level it via these big giant plastic wheels. Just bring it down, and there's a video on YouTube somewhere, you can definitely find it. And for 15,000 bucks, it's a decent entry into 3D printing. There is another printer, that's the ANET A8. That's also pretty well priced, but if you're going to get a 3D printer, it's better to get this. Or if you have a good budget, then definitely you can get a higher priced ones. Right. Another thing. Okay, welcome back. Just trying to kill time, staying at home, trying to keep my mind busy. A lot of parts. I need a lot of stuff to get something done quickly, but I can't go out, and Amazon is closed now. So today I'd like to show you something that I made a purchase recently, and this is the Mitutoyo Digimatic Calipers, and you can get these off the internet, but I would suggest you not to do that. Alright, you just go to the dealer, Google it, find the an authorized dealer of Mitutoyo who sells these, and go to him directly. Right? Tell him that you work for a school or a college or something. You're an engineering student or you own a workshop. Just lie and get them. Convince him that you are an institution, just not like some guy who wants to buy a caliper. So this video I have already unboxed it, so I'll show you the documents that you can get and the differences that are between this Mitutoyo, real Mitutoyo ones, these are real, and the fake ones that you can get for like 3,900 or 5,000 bucks, right? So first, the color difference should be obvious. There will be slight color difference on the outer box, and most of you won't notice that. Even I wouldn't notice it. And next, it's difficult to do it single-handed. Okay, there you go. Right, you get the box. Next thing you will notice that the box, when you feel it, it's pretty well built, right? That's the box. It's the same box that comes with the fake ones too, so that won't even give you away that it's either real or fake. And you open it up. Documentation, Chinese copies. Documentation, even the Chinese copies have the same documentation, so be careful about that. If you can read it. Oh, come on, focus. Okay, you get documentation. I don't understand half the words here. Introduce a solution, implement smart factory, blah 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 blah. Don't need that. Another certificate of inspection. One thing you notice that in the certificate of inspection, the fake ones have a different signature from the real ones. The real ones, the signature would be the T Shinohara, and the fake ones would have something completely different. So that's a giveaway. And next is a battery pack. It ships with an SR44 1.5 volt battery. Alright, it doesn't ship in the calipers, it ships separately, so be careful about that. If it comes with an LR44, then it's a fake, and if it comes with two batteries, then it's a fake. If it comes with only one, and that too an SR44 battery, then yes, it is the genuine one, most probably. You get the Japanese quality certification, and you have the caliper. Give you a nice look of that. Let's pull it up. You see that? That's a pretty decent look of that, right? First thing you could notice, if you are you can easily detect differences in color. Unless you're a girl, you won't do that. This color on the fake ones, it would be slightly yellowish. Okay, and the second thing you can notice straight off is this battery cover. The fake ones have multiple ridges on the battery cover, right? And this one does not. That's another thing. And actually, one more thing is, when you actually hold this caliper in your hand, it feels great. No sharp lines, all right, nice and smooth, and great moving thumb wheel. Great means nice moving thumb wheel. Even the top side, you see, the fit and finish of this is completely awesome, man. Even if you can't tell by the color, you can tell it by the battery cover. Even if you missed it, once you get your hands on it, you can definitely tell it straight away. Alright, we'll turn it on. Yeah, that's it. There you go. Oh, don't fuck me on this now. It does that time to time, but it's not something that you have to be super worried about. That's that. And you can switch it up from millimeter to inches. Let me hold that. Okay, now you see in inches, you see these all the digits there are in, let's just say, capitalized, means they're in bigger font. But in the cheaper ones, the Chinese ones, you will see this last digit to be in lowercase. So that's a dead giveaway that it's a fake. The real ones have all the big numbers, and the fake one has one small letter. So that will tell you that it's a fake. And the fit and finish is one thing that will be a dead giveaway. And let's change it back to metric. And the battery cover is another way that it can tell you that it's real or fake. Even the jaws, the polish, the grinding marks, yeah, all very parallel. That's another thing you would notice straight away. And nothing bent, or even the rivets. If you can take a look at that, even the rivets are done with great amount of care. So that's the differences you can tell straight out of the box with a fake Mitutoyo caliper or a real Mitutoyo caliper. So let's go over it again. There will be slight change in the color, right? This battery cover would be different, and once the display started, switch it over to inches to see if the last digit is small. If it's small, then it's a fake. If it's larger, it's okay, it's good. Even there are some problems with this fonts, means the fake ones have a different kind of lettering on that. I'll attach a clip. And for the if you go low, if you want this like the real deal, the main important thing is to find out a local authorized dealer and buy from him, and then you can have it checked then and there, right there. It would cost you somewhere around like 6,800, 6,000 or 7,000. Okay, let's turn this off and keep everything back where it came from. So with that out of the way, while I was there, I also got myself a Mitutoyo micrometer, because a lot of times I work with valve clearances and all that, and I felt like I need a decent micrometer to measure it. Ooh. Sorry, my bad. There you go. So same documentations. Alright, this is also an original one too, because yeah, I purchased it from the guy from a local authorized Mitutoyo store. Documents, some paper, a spanner. It's not digimatic, it's fully what you call manual one. Alright, screw micrometer. And just by getting your hands on it, you would feel the fit and finish is really great. And even these faces, see, the 01 lines up. Okay, pretty close, eh? The 0 lines up perfectly. And the thing I was telling about the faces, Look at these. The anvil and the spindle, they are perfectly parallel. And having a good micrometer for me is like a necessity. I was working on the X-Pulse and I had a cheap ass micrometer, and from time to time it kept showing me different readings, so not good. So that's a look on two of the precision, the most precise instruments that I have at my disposal right now. And you might call me that I don't need this kind of accuracy or some mechanic stuff and all that, but I think having a decent tool and the ability to measure correctly gives you the mental peace that you don't have to do it again and again. You won't be doubting your tool as much. If you bought like a knockoff, then it has its own mind. It shows you different readings. You cannot rely on that reading. So he has a great deal of freedom. He's enjoying a lot over all these issues. Ginger. And my peace lilies are blooming nicely.